When your head gets twisted and your mind grows numb. When you think you're too old, too smart, or too dumb. When you're lagging behind or losing your place in a slow motion crawl of life's busy race. No matter what you're doing, if you start giving up, if the wine don't come to the top of your cup, if the wind got you sideways with one hand holding on and the other starts slipping because the feeling is gone, and your train engine fire needs a new spark to catch it, and the wood, well, it's easy finding, but you're too lazy to fetch it. And you start walking backwards, and your sidewalk starts curling, and the street gets too long, and you start walking backwards so you know that it's wrong, and lonesome comes up as down goes the day, and tomorrow morning seems so far away, and you feel the reins from your pony is slipping, and the rope is sliding because your hands are dripping, and your sun-decked deserts and evergreen valleys turn to broken down slums and trash can alleys. And your scribe cries of water and your drain pipes are pouring, and there's a lightning flashing and the thunder crashing, and the windows are rattling and breaking, and the rooftops are shaking, and your whole world's slamming and banging. And your minutes of sun turn to hours of storm. And you sometimes say to yourself, I never knew it was going to be this way. Why didn't they tell me the day I was born? And you start getting chills, jumping from sweat. And you look for something you ain't quite find yet. And you're knee-deep, dark and dark water with your hands in the air. And your whole world's crying with a yellow peak stare. And the whole world's watching. And your good gal leaves and she's gone flying. And your heart feels sick like fish when they're frying. And your jackhammer falls from your hands to the feet. And you need it badly, but it lays on the street. And your bell's banging loudly, but you can't hear its beat. And you think your ears might have been hurt, or your eyes turned filthy from the sight-blinding dirt. And you figured you failed in yesterday's rush when you were faked out while facing a four flush. And all the time you were holding four queens. It's making you mad, it's making you mean, like the cover of Life magazine, bouncing around like a pinball machine. And you say to yourself, you want to be saying that there's some place I ought to be hearing, but it's trapped on your tongue, sealed in your head, and it bothers you badly when you're laying in bed. No matter how hard you try, you just can't say it. You're scared you might forget it. And your eyes get shiny from the tears in your head. And your pillow of feathers turn to blankets of lead. And a lion's mouth open and you're staring at his teeth. And his jaws start closing with you underneath. And you're flat on your belly with your hands tied behind you. Wish you never taken that detour sign. And you say to yourself, just what am I doing on this road that I'm walking, on this trail that I'm turning, on this curve that I'm hanging, on this pathway that I'm sailing, on this space that I'm taking, and this air I'm inhaling? Is it too much? I'm mixed up too much. Why am I walking? Where am I running? What am I saying? What am I knowing? On this guitar that I'm playing, on this mandolin that I'm strumming, and the tune I'm humming, and the words I'm writing, and the words I'm thinking. In this ocean of hours, I'm all the time drinking. Who am I helping? What am I breaking? What am I giving? What am I taking? But you try with your whole best. Never to think these thoughts, never to let them try to gain ground or make your heart pound. Then you know they're around just waiting for a chance to drop down. Because sometimes you hear them when the night comes to creeping. And you fear they might catch you asleep and you jump from your bed, your last chapter, a dream. You can't remember the best what you were thinking. Is that you in the dream that was screaming? And you know that's something special you need. And you know there's something, no drug that will do the healing. No lick in the land will stop your brain from bleeding. And you need something special. Yeah, you need something special, all right? You need a fast-flying train on a tornado track to shoot you someplace and shoot you back. You need a cyclone wind on a stream engine howling. That's banging and booming and blowing forever, that knows your troubles 100 times. You need a Greyhound bus that bars no race, that won't look at your looks, your voice, or your face. And by the number of the bets on the book, will be rolling long after the bubblegum craze. To show you something you never seen before, but overlooked 100 times before. You need something to open your eyes. You need something to make it known that it's you and no one else that owns that spot that you're standing, that space that you're sitting, that world that ain't got you beat, the world ain't got you beat, that it ain't got you licked, that it ain't got you licked. It can't get you crazy no matter how many times you might get kicked. You need something special, right? You need something special to give you hope, but hope's just a word that maybe you said, maybe you heard on a windy corner or round, wide-eyed and curve, but that's what you need, man, and you need it bad. Your trouble is you know it too good because you start getting the chills because you can't find it on a dollar bill, and it ain't Macy's windowsill, and it ain't no rich kid's roadmap, and ain't no fat kid's fraternity house, and it ain't made in no Hollywood wheat germ. It ain't out on that dim-lit stage with that half-wit comedian ranting and raving, taking your money, and you think it's funny? No, man, you can't find it in no nightclub, no yacht club, and no supper club. And you sure as hell no bound to tell no matter how hard you rub, you ain't gonna find it on the end of your ticket stub. Nah, man, you ain't gonna find the rumors people telling you and the pimple lotion people selling you. And ain't in no cardboard box house or down some movie star's blouse. Uncle Remus can't tell you, neither can Santa Claus. And it ain't in the cream puff hairdo or the cotton candy clothes. It ain't in the dime store dummies or the bubblegum goons. And it ain't in the marshmallow voices or the chocolate cake voices that come knocking and tapping and Christian rapping, saying, ain't I pretty? Ain't I cute? Look at my skin glow. Look at my skin shine. Man, but you don't even know if these people got any insides. They're so pretty with their ribbons and bows. Nah, man, not now or not other day. Find it on the doors made of paper mache. And inside these people made of molasses that tell you to buy a new pair of sunglasses. It ain't the 50-star generals and flipped out phonies who turn you in for a tenth of a penny. Who breathe and burp and bend and crack and before you count to 1 to 10, do it all over again behind your back, my friend. The ones that wheel and deal and whirl and twirl and play games with each other in the sandbox world. And you can't find any of these no-talent fools that run around all gallant for the ones that actually got talent. And it ain't the ones that ain't got no talent but think they do and think that they're fooling you. The ones that jump on the wagon just for a while because they know it's in style, just to get their kicks, get out quick, make all kind of money and chicks. Nah, man, you tell yourself and you throw down your hat, you say, Christ, is I gonna be like that? Ain't there nobody here that knows where I'm at? Ain't there nobody here that knows how I feel? Good God almighty, that stuff ain't real. But nah, man, that ain't your game, that ain't your race. You can't hear your name, you can't hear your face, you gotta look some other place. And where do you look for this hope that you're seeking? Where do you look for this lamp that's a burning? Where do you look for this oil well gushing? Where do you look for this candle that's a glowing? Where do you look for this hope that you know is out there somewhere? Your feet can only walk down 2 kinds of roads. Your eyes can only look through 2 kinds of windows. Your nose can only smell 2 kinds of hallways. You can touch and twist and turn 2 kinds of doorknobs. You can either go to the church of your choice or you can go to Brooklyn State Hospital. You'll find God in the church of your choice and you'll find Woody Guthrie in Brooklyn State Hospital. And though it's only my opinion, I may be right, I may be wrong, you'll find them both in the Grand Canyon at sundown. Thank you, I'm Mr. G. That was my Bob Dylan, my favorite poem. Aloha.